everybody? It's Ron Vaughn here.
All right. What's going on, YouTube? You're tuned in to another episode of Chef's Special. Hey, as you can see, our background is a little different today. We're in the presence of SAM, Simply Amazing Music. My boy JJ Terry is letting me use his apartment right now. Go check out his new single, Grab My Hand. You won't regret it. It'll be in the link below. Alright, so let's get to it. First of all, we have some questions for you guys. It's Q&A with Chef Ron.
What it do, baby? Yeah.
Y'all have some good questions. So the first one is, what made me choose my major? So when I started at Lipscomb, they told me I was at the credits to choose my major. So I was like, you know, I'm used to promoting parties. I'm used to promoting my friends, their music, and things that they do. I just love promoting people. I was like, what better way than to choose marketing? So that's why I chose my major. So the second question is, who's your biggest motivation in life? So I would say, you know, I would give the cliche answer, and that first be God, you know, because he's always been there for me. I've always been able to just pray, and I was just raised up in the church. So I would say God is my biggest motivation in life. And then secondly are my parents, because they've always been there for me also. And they've done so much for me, been with me through every step of the way in my life. And they've just been a good roadmap, you know, of what I should do and what I should not do. They've just been those good role models for me. Cutest girl at my school. I can't answer that. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one. First kiss story. Oh my goodness. So, first kiss story. No.
2 hours later.
I remember. Okay. So, first kiss story. There was this girl named. So she was like, "Hey, yo, like, pull up to my house." So at 15, that sounds amazing. Just one problem. I can't drive. So I was like, hey mom, I can't drive. There's this girl that wants to see me. I'm trying to take her on a date, you know. My mom drops me off at her house and she's like, I'll be back in 2 hours. Is that fine? I'm like, hey, perfect. And so we like watched TV for a little bit, and at this point, I've never touched a female, never kissed a female, so I'm scared. So my mom, she's like, okay, I'll pick you up in 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the girl, she was like, hey, like, let's just get it over with. I was like, get what? You know, over with. And she's like, kissing. You kissed the girl, right? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like, of course I've kissed a girl before, you know? Like, I'm trying to flex or something like that. And then, so, I just remember her looking up at me, you know, because those short girls, they just, you know, they get that look. And I'm like, I didn't know that look at this point. So I'm like, is something wrong with you? Like, I don't know what's going on. So look, she goes in. And she just kisses me. And I just remember, just instantly, my body got hot. I was sweating. I think I was having a panic attack, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Pickup game for $5,000. Who you got? So, first of all, I got me, because I'm the best basketball player there is. So, the second player I have is Michael Jordan. And then we gonna go small forward. Ooh, we gonna go Kobe. Power forward, we gonna go LeBron James. And then for center, God. What's your favorite music artist and why? I have a lot. The music I grew up on was kind of like the SoundCloud era, like underground music. I don't know. I like all kind of music. I'll just say that. Kobe or LeBron? Be honest. R.I.P. Kobe. I don't know. That's a hard one. I would say both. So what are your plans after college? A big boy job, find a brand that just wants me to use my skills and market for them. I know it sounds cliche, but I want a sports brand like, a Nike, Adidas, Puma, something like that. So this question, wow, that's really deep. It says, have you ever felt discriminated against as a black man in a largely white community? Answer to your question is yes. When I started high school and going to a predominantly white high school, and if I was going on a date and I was with a white female, even as a teenager, I would get those stares, or she would get stares, and she would be like, why is everybody looking at us that way, So that's gonna come in the future episodes where I'll talk about interracial relationships and things like that and being discriminated against. The way I dealt with the discrimination, my mom said not everyone's gonna like you. Everybody has different backgrounds. The way they were raised, sometimes they can't help it, but they were just raised differently, and sometimes they weren't told to like a certain race of people, and that's just how it is. I would say the biggest goal for my future is to ultimately come back to what I was raised up doing, like going to church regularly and just praying, having that personal relationship with God, because through the years I strayed, from that. So ultimately, when I have my own family, I want to have God centered in that. I see that with my parents. They're very faith driven, and that's took us a long way, really, just keeping the faith and knowing that God was there for us. So yeah, ultimately having God at the center of my family when I had my own. Do you want a girlfriend? And if so, what's your ideal type? So first of all, I don't have a type. I go off really personality. I know everybody says that, but if you're an attractive female and you have a terrible attitude, then I'm not even gonna look at you. I feel like at this age, not necessarily that we're too young, in the early 20s, but I feel like there is a lot more to see and a lot more to do. I've always been that person that does things on his own term, and he can move how he wants to move, and you can't really do that in a relationship. Like, everyone always says you can, but you have to think, your friends that are going out and partying, you can't always go to the same places they're going. Your girlfriend, if she wants to go do this and that, her girlfriends are like, hey, let's call up these guys. She's gonna have to remove herself from that situation. Who would I want to collab with? And I would say just all of my friends are gonna bring things to the table that maybe I can't. Everyone has different views. So I would just like to collab with all of my friends that are willing to and are wanting to record with me. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Chef Special. Thank you for watching my Q&A. And we're going to get back to it next week. Thank you guys.